Hello, Phoenix Union community, our staff, our students, and our parents and our families. I want to start, as I often do, by thanking you for your ongoing support, commitment, and trust during these very challenging times. Last spring, when we began full remote learning, we made two commitments, two promises to you, our community. First is that we will always put your health, your wellness, and your safety at the forefront of all of our decisions. And second is that we will never abandon our community, that we will continue to provide vital services, important activities, and opportunities for our families and our students to stay healthy and engaged during these tough times. And here we are in the month of September, still struggling with the spread of COVID in our community. Unfortunately, in the Phoenix Union community, the spread of COVID remains at substantial levels. And in order for schools to return to in person learning, schools must have minimal spread within its boundaries. Phoenix Union serves several zip codes across our 220 square miles, and almost every single one of those zip codes remains in the red. We made a commitment this summer that as we make decisions about in person learning, that we would go quarter by quarter, not week by week or month by month. And so as we look to the month of October, we have come to the realization that it will not be possible for our community to move from substantial to moderate, and again from moderate to minimal in just the next few weeks. And because of that, Phoenix Union has made the decision that we will remain in all remote learning through the second quarter. Now, remote learning and the opportunities that we provide our students will look different. In fact, we will launch what we call PXU Remote Learning 2.0. There are several improvements and changes that we will make to our learning and our structures and our systems and our supports moving into the second quarter. When it comes to teaching and learning and supporting our students academically, socially, and emotionally, you will experience some changes across Phoenix Union. Many of our campuses will make slight changes to their bell schedules to ensure appropriate time in between classes. We'll continue to provide professional development for our teachers and our educators to make sure that our virtual lessons are as engaging as possible during this all virtual setting. We'll provide more supports and interventions for freshmen and students that are falling behind academically, experiencing D's and F's in their courses. We're going to ramp up our college and career counseling services, provide more food services to our community, and ensure that we are meeting the social and emotional needs of our students through virtual counseling. We do know through conversations, focus groups, and surveys with many of our families that several of our parents and caregivers will choose to keep their students home until there is a vaccine, regardless of our in-person learning status. And we will have a virtual option for our families for the entire school year. And yet we also know that there are several families that need a place to send their children during the day, whether that's because a parent needs to seek or maintain their employment, or if you know that your child just needs a safe, supervised place to go during the school day so that they can focus on their learning. We will, throughout the second quarter, open up more space on our campuses. We'll be very safe about that space. We'll ensure that it's disinfected and we have safety protocols. But throughout the second quarter, we will provide more opportunities for on-site support. Please continue to go back to our website, pxu.org, for more details about on-site support services. Now, there is some good news on the horizon. As we have tracked the spread of COVID across our community, we have very recently, over the last week, seen improvement in some of our zip codes. Many of our zip codes do remain in the red, but instead of being in the deep red, many of those zip codes are fast approaching yellow. Now, in order to bring back in-person learning, we need to get to the green or very close to the green, which is why we've made the decision that we made to not come back until at least January. But because of this recent good news, we do intend to bring back some of the most important activities on our campuses: arts, athletics, CTE programs, and other important engagement opportunities. We will very soon announce how we will and when we will bring back arts and other important engagement activities on our campuses. Again, you can find that information at pxu.org. We have also begun planning to do our best to bring back our fall sports season. Although certainly we will be far behind the AIA published schedule, We are hopeful to bring back sports and sports conditioning early in the month of October, and even possibly launch a full fall sports season at the end of October. More details about our scheduling and our planning forthcoming at our website. Again, pxu.org. Find the athletics tab for more information. Finally, our teams that are responsible for coordinating the safe return of in person learning here in Phoenix Union have begun to make plans for the launch of on site learning for the month of January, which is the start of our third quarter. Now, certainly, we do not know what the spread of COVID will look like in January. That will be in the middle of flu season, but we are going to make all plans necessary to restart in person learning at that time. And that is because we know that the best and safest place for our youth is on campus, surrounded by teachers, mentors, coaches, surrounded by their peers and their friends, in classrooms and in hallways and in cafeterias and on theater stages and participating in activities and clubs. And we will do all we can to bring back our schools as soon as possible. But again, our commitment remains true that we will not resume in person learning until it is safe to do so. I want to thank you for taking time to watch this video address. If you have any questions, please go back to our website, pxu.org. We thank you for your ongoing commitment and support, and I hope to see many of you around the community soon.